So what are we gonna do today? I'm planning to create a Flutter app. I wanted to document it, so I'm creating this video, and let's see how to start a fresh Flutter project. And also, I have a repository for referring. I like the code structure of that repository, so we are gonna follow the standard that they were using inside our repository too. So let's Google how to start a Flutter project. And I have most of the dependencies installed in my computer, so it's a matter of starting the project alone. Let me know if you guys want to know the what is it? Let me know if you guys want to know the installation part for Flutter. It's pretty simple. I can make another video. Set up an editor. So I usually prefer to read the documentation over following some tutorials. So this is it, and I'm using Visual Studio Code, and it's your preference whether to use Android Studio or Visual Studio Code. So what are they saying? View command part. View command. Okay, that's the command. Type Flutter. I'm using Flutter new project. So let's name it chat underscore app. I'm building a chat app basically. Where do I want to save it? Okay, let's save it in the repos folder itself. Um, so what this is doing is I have installed the extension called Flutter. It's in the extensions marketplace. It's pretty straightforward to install that. So it's installing the necessary dependencies that is required for creating a new project by itself. Okay, that's good. So things not required. And my computer is ramping up its fans. It's pretty noisy actually. I'm using a laptop. So let's test whether this project works or not. I need to run an emulator. I usually run it on a device. So this is our emulator. We'll start the project. To start the project, you have to go to the debug menu and then click on run and debug. What this does is this compiles all the Gradle stuff and everything, and then it creates a bundle that can be opened in Android emulator. If you hear a lot of noise, it's my brother's kid playing downstairs. So while this is installing, let's take a look at the project that I was talking about. I believe the name is MTR's Flutter. Yeah. So this is the project that I'm gonna follow. It uses block pattern, and also it uses some APIs. But I want to utilize WebSockets in my project. Let's see how we can integrate WebSockets too. Okay, so our project just compiled and opened in an Android emulator. I want to remove all the unnecessary commands and everything. So I paused the recording and I have cloned the MTS Flutter app. Let's analyze how the project is built and what are all the libraries that is being utilized in this project, and then we'll try to replicate in our project for the base structure. So I can see like he's using Flutter block, which is what I want, but this looks like a older version because the current version of Flutter block is 6.1.1. This is way older. And he's using equatable, which I don't think we need since block no longer requires it, it seems. At least from this library that I'm seeing that we don't need it anymore. And we need HTTP request. Yeah, badges. I'm not sure like what it does. Maybe let's Google it. Yep. So let's see what this badges does. And they are like notifications. Okay. Badge. Awesome. I think this could be useful for me. Mm. So this is the documentation for Flutter block. So we are going to use Flutter block only. So let's add it to our dependencies. So I'm gonna use the latest version. So the dependencies, let's add it here. And what else we need? We need block. Not sure if I need equatable, but we need HTTP for sure. Let's search for HTTP on the pub.dev website. And so this is the one we are talking about. And we'll grab the latest version. What else? I might require page transitions. Um, I don't want to do those animations on my own. Why recreate the? Oh, why to reinvent a wheel? So this is the page transition widget. Okay, let's utilize this. No, not needed, not needed. Flutter localization. Not sure if I need it. Um, but icons already there. Flutter launcher icon we don't need right now. So these are the basics that we need right now, and we'll start building the framework. Again, I'm not creating a framework on folder structure on my own. I'm referring to this repo. Feel free to refer to this repo if you're feeling that my My implementation is not clear. So he's creating a login delegate. So I'll create something called core. So let's create a logging delegate here. I'm not sure if blog delegate is still there or not. Let's refer the repository. Is there a delegate? Mhm. I couldn't find keyword delegate anywhere. So okay, it has been renamed to blog observer. Okay, let's create on what maybe blog. Okay, logging observer. We'll, we'll use underscore for separating files. Let's stick with this logging observer dot. So by the way, guys, I believe this is the best implementation I can find on the internet. If there are better implementation, you can also suggest. Wait, did we install it already? Nice. Observer. So, what does this block observer do? A block observer is something which helps in debugging what's going on in the state transition and everything. So we are overriding two methods in the class. Those are, I hope they are still the same inside on transition. Okay, on transition is still there. We can override this method. Uh, let's check. Oh, this on error is removed. Is it? Oh, it's there. So, what does it say? Okay, it's a qubit. Since we are using qubit. Yeah, whatever. So if I use qubit here, we'll throw an error. Now they are calling it qubit from now on, I believe. Maybe we should stick with qubit itself. Qubit. I like the name qubit now. Hmm. Okay. Oh, nice, man. It's not on, yeah. Yeah, that's a weird. A block is a special type of qubit which transforms incoming event into outgoing state. So this is called as qubit, and it is also called as what is that transition? Uh, whatever, whatever, man. You can call it with any name. So is it a qubit or a block? Okay, let's see. On transition, it takes in a block. I have no idea like how this works. We'll find when we start the coding part. Okay, I was just checking if we are like still recording or not. Mm, so let's go to the main dot again, and yeah, this makes sense because you don't want to do this in a production app. So let's create a configuration dot. Um, where do we put it? Let's put the configuration here. Configuration dot. I can just use this entire thing, man. It's simple. I don't need the commands. So base URL. So I I believe this is for HTTP request. I usually prefer to have a 10-second timeout since the internet that I have is very fast. Okay. Mm, what else does he have? Marks the top level, which is class, which is class. Top level in this context means it defines a page layout of a given feature. Search for it and read the top commands of the related class if you want to get a high level understanding of the supported features. What is the top level? The menu is a list of dishes that are fetched from an external API. These dishes can be queried sorted and add to the current order. Not sure, man. No idea what this is. Is there a login block? Annotations, right? Not fully implemented. Not fully implemented. Okay. We'll get to this later. I don't understand what it does. Root provider. I mean, if my fonts are not easy to read, I'll zoom in. I have to apply the configuration. What does this group provider does? Repository bundle, multi-block. Oh, nice. This is also something we can utilize. So what this does is, so if you see during testing, he has a mock class which can implement a mock diff service. And he might have a base class called service, so it's here, and he inherits two services from those. No, this is actually good. So he do prefer to have a data class, but I might implement it in a different way from what he does, since I have my own idea on how I'm gonna do this. I don't want it to look like a monolithic application, since these are tightly coupled. I want any individual repository or individual module to be replaceable, like can be utilized in another project if I want to. Okay, let's import configuration. Hmm. Let's go Chata and configuration dot login. All right now. If it's logging, then we want to use another name. So does it require any? No, it doesn't, right? Okay, if block supervisor, I read that block supervisor is removed. Supervisor. Block supervisor was yet another component that developers had to know about and interact with for the sole purpose of specifying a custom block delivery. With the changes to block observer, we felt it improved the developer experience to set the observer directly on the block itself. Um, it's good, basically good for us. I don't want to do any research on this. Okay. Hmm. Let's create a root provider. I don't think we need a localization delegate. Maybe if we need it, we have this. Nope, we don't need it. That's for selecting language. Maybe we can implement it in one of the future videos. So it specifies initial route, which is router.home. Import a router. Yeah. And I don't know, man, if my audio will sound louder or not, but I'm speaking in a low voice. I'll try to amplify it using Audacity, but I can't guarantee like if the audio is good or not. Uh, I will try to correct it from the next video if it's not good. I'm planning to buy a mic, man. Mic, guys. I'm using man. Um, Blue Dio, I believe. Blue Dio mic. I don't even know if they are good or not. It's not Blue Dio then. Mic for PC. Uh, yeah, Blue Snowball. Let me know if you guys think this is good. It's 5,500 rupees in India. These are all expensive and I can't afford it. I want something that is below 5,000. I mean, my budget is 3,000. I'm willing to spend about 3,000. This looks good. I have an AKG in phones. They are good, man. Maybe I should. This is expensive. Okay, let's continue with our app. So what he is doing. So root provider. We need a root provider. Is it? Yeah. It has repository provider and need to read these commands too. So this is separate from the classes set. So these are the base classes we require. Okay. So what are the classes we might require? We need a login and register module. We can call it. It's called authentication block, or we may need to create login block and then register block. Who knows, man? And we need a chart list. Let's chart block, and we need a create message since this will be the main part. Create message. So this will allow create a message block. Okay, they are all qubit now. Doesn't matter. I was used to block. Hmm, I think We might need an authentication data class. What else do we need? Authentication repository. Okay, so let's start to see this repository bundle. I'm gonna copy what he's doing. Repository underscore bundle. Okay. Dot dot. Let's paste it here, and we need to remove everything that is not required. We don't have a service right now, so let's remove these. Let's remove all of these. I don't need commands. Remove these. And we will remove all of this. Mm. Um, wherein, wherein 1 minute, man. My dog is shouting outside.